Hey, beautiful people, it's Miss Monique. So, have you ever had a friend or a family member say, you know what, I know someone I think you should meet? And it wasn't a proposition for a friend, it was a proposition for a date because maybe your friend, your family member, your coworker, your colleague, your golf buddy, your tennis buddy, whatever, your gaming buddy, whoever, um, thought of somebody that you should meet or that you should possibly date. A lot of us have like a deep aversion to that. We're like, we don't want anybody setting us up. We don't want anybody playing Cupid. Even some of us that know someone that we should introduce to someone, because we've been shot down so hard and so aggressively before, we don't do it. We're in a crisis right now as far as dating is concerned, and there's just a lot of shifting going on, and there's a lot of voices out there that are pitting women and men against each other and just people against each other. And I'm always telling people around me, I'm like, we need good people to meet other good people, to create children who are good people, and families who are good people, and businesses full of good people. And so one thing that I really believe in is word of mouth being the best advertisement. I've moved several times. I started out in California. I moved to Atlanta. I moved to Milwaukee. I moved to Chicago, and then back to California, and split my time between California and Atlanta now. And so when I move, I don't get in the phone book like we used to. I don't get on the internet too much to find something new, to find a dentist, to find a therapist, to find the best restaurant or whatever. You know what I do? I participate in conversations and I ask people. I've probably, every time I've moved, I now create just a list in my phone of restaurants and places to venture to, because I catch people talking about places and they're like, oh my gosh, that place is so good. And so I want you to apply that when it comes to people. Like I said, a lot of us have people that we can think of that we'd like to introduce to other people, or even someone has said, I think you should meet someone. I need you all to stay open-minded about that and allow someone that sees something in you. They see something in you. They see something good in you, or they see something that could align with someone else that they know. You should allow them to meet you. You could have coffee, you could talk on the phone with them. This does not mean that it's a death sentence or a sentence to marriage. It's not a marriage license. It's not a death sentence. It's simply a introduction. The only thing that I want to say to everyone, if for some reason you are not interested in them, I want you to say, you know what? I enjoyed talking to you, but we could be friends. I don't want you to ghost them. You have a mutual friend involved, and so you need to learn how to bow out with grace. But you also need to give this person that has hooked you up with this new person, you need to give this new person time to kind of see their full personality, or see why the person that thought of you and wanted to connect you all, you want to see why they thought to connect you, because a lot of times we don't stay around long enough for that to even happen. And so we have to kind of have enough conversation, maybe go get coffee, maybe go get a smoothie with them, maybe attend an event with them. And then for the person that introduces someone, I don't want you to take it personally when it doesn't work out. I also don't want you to be so outcome dependent. You're like, ooh, if I introduce them to them, then I just know it's going to work. And you just have these super high hopes and expectations. We still have two different people with two different backgrounds, who have two different wants and needs coming together. And sometimes you're not always aware, as the friend or as the Cupid person, you're not always aware of those wants and needs, those traumas, those aversions, those things that we don't know everyone intimately, and we shouldn't know everybody intimately. But if it doesn't work out, don't take it personally. I just have been trying to, think about what has happened over my life when people have tried to, connect me with people. And I can say probably 85% of the people that they asked me about or matched me with, I probably met just maybe wasn't for me, or they became a friend and they didn't become necessarily romantic interests. But nevertheless, whether I kept them or I decided to move on, I still exercise grace, empathy, consideration, understanding. Don't be a turd and not entertain it. If you're someone that is single, you should literally, even if you sometimes need to tell your friends, you know what? If you know someone, introduce me. I know a lot of good people, and every once in a while, I'll drop that in their ear. I'll say, hey, if you know someone, I'm husband shopping, babe. Let me know. It's fine. I am open to that. And I know how to proceed with grace and bow out with grace. That is maturity, and that is also connected to emotional intelligence as well. I hope this helps you. Remember that word of mouth is the best advertisement, not only with goods and services, but with people too.